Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We are the Mighty Guru Yogurt. You join me here just below Stonestar Crag in the Western Lake District, and today I am riding from here down the valley through Ulfa and then on toward the place where the Hard Knot Pass meets the Rhinos Pass. And that will be the content of today's film. We are going to be riding through some fabulous mountain landscape, and there will be some wonderful things to see along the way. So, let's get moving. Stop recording. We've ridden away from Stonestar Crag now, and we have a delightful stretch of road running through the mountains on towards Ulfa, and then on to our destination today, which is Cockelybeck. Which, as I said just now, is where the Hard Knot Pass finishes and the Rhinos Pass begins. Now, at this point, I have yet to decide whether, when I get to Cockelybeck, I'm going to turn left and do Hard Knot Pass for the first time this year, I might mention, or turn right and do the Rhinos Pass. But that will be in the next film after this one. For the moment, I'm just going to sit back and relax, say hello to some sheep. Hello sheep, who just don't seem to give a damn where they sit in the road. And just enjoy being out riding for the first time in a good number of days. Too many days, too many days. This is, as I've said before, I'm sure, more sheep, one of the most beautiful valleys in the Lake District, and were it not for the fact that it doesn't actually have a lake in it, it would no doubt be immensely more popular than it actually is. And you really should come here. You know, Hard Knot Pass, Rhinos Pass, Kirkstone Pass, Newlands, Honister Pass, these are all big names. Most motorcyclists, if they haven't in fact done them, will have heard about them. This one, not so much. But to my mind, it has just as much charm, if not more, and really takes you through some incredible places. And of course, there's a whole lot less traffic. So, of late, I have been watching a lot of YouTube films by an Irish guy called Vic Barry. Vic Barry, I'll put a link down below. He has a long history in filmmaking and in broadcasting, and has a great deal to say about how we ought to be approaching the making of our films. Road ahead closed, no access to Dunnerdale. Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. We'll see how much of this affects my journey. I'm trying to think where Dunnerdale is actually. I don't think I'm going that way, but we'll soon find out. May have to have a change of plan. Back to what I was saying, Vic Barry. Certainly given me a lot to think about with regard to the way in which I make films. He's big on you know, talking to the camera and making eye contact with the person behind the lens, and yeah, he just has a lot of good ideas, quite a few of which I will be applying in my constant quest for improvement. Oh, well, that looks like the end of that plan. What am I going to do here? I do not know. The best laid plans, eh? I know, we'll head for Eskdale. Sod it. We're heading now then up Berkerfell. You'll remember this place from a previous film that I made, perhaps. If not, then welcome to Berkerfell. I think there is, in fact, a diversion I can make that will take me down to where I was going. I'll have a look at the sat-nav when I get to the top of the hill here. This, of course, is one of the wonderful things about riding a motorcycle. You never really get too put out if your plans don't work out. And what's the worst that can happen here? It's, I think, about 1:30 in the afternoon. I've got at least another 4 hours of daylight. I do know that this road, if I follow it all the way, will take me through to Eskdale, and then I can just go and do Hardknot Pass from there. Well, with regard to what I was talking about in the last film, the bit about committing myself to putting up at least one video a day for the whole of the year, what I'm going to do, in fact, is take a leaf out of Slobo Lobo's book. Now, he's always several days ahead, sometimes even a week, he says, on his videos. They're just sitting there waiting to be put out on a schedule. And so that's what I'm going to be aiming for. I'd like to think that this year is going to be the year that my channel really begins to take off, because there is so much more content to come. I'm going to be having at least 2 trips abroad this year. We're going to Barcelona. We're going to fly to Barcelona and then have a travelling holiday from there. We've also got one of these Eurorail tickets to use up at some point in the year, and we're talking about going from one place to another, hiring a motorcycle and then going off to explore on that. But the plans are yet to be firmed up, but there is a lot more interesting stuff to come. I'm also going to do, when it gets a little warmer, a motorcycle camping trip based on the NC 500 in Scotland, and I'm also planning a Land's End to John O'Groats trip, so quite excited about that one too. We are now approaching the summit of Berkerfell, and when we get over the crest of the hill, in a mile or so, there will be some fabulous views down the valley. This really is a beautiful place. This, my friends, is why I chose to live in Cumbria. Up ahead there you can see the mountains around Wasdale, Scarfell Pike and Great Gable. Still a bit of snow on the tops there, I see. I'm going to have a brief pause down at this junction here that you can see coming up and decide which way to go. I might need to have a look at the map. Ooh, Stanley Gill. Road unfit for motors. Okay, we're not going that way. So I think actually what's going to happen here is we're going to be heading down into Eskdale. And then going over the Hard Knot Pass from there. Back down the other side of Birkefell. This really is a truly wonderful road. I don't think I've ever done it in reverse, so maybe I'll need to come and do that. That would mean riding up the coast from home to Gosforth and then going inland out to Eskdale. Yeah, I must do that someday. Someday soon. I've got to say the road condition is far better here than it is on either Hard Knot or Rhino's. I'm going to pull over quite soon, warm up my hands, which are beginning to feel a little bit chilly. I didn't plug them in today, the batteries are at home. I just didn't think it was going to be this cold, but there we are, got that one wrong. So I'm going to pull over, warm up my fingers, and have a look at the map. Thank you for watching today's film. If you like it, say so. Press that little thumbs up. It all helps the channel. And if you didn't like it, don't go and watch any more of my films. But if you did like it, go and watch them all.